There we go. Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. I had knocked the cable out earlier and I put it back in, but I needed to re-add the I needed to re-add the input thing into our software. So that's what it was. So I think we're green now. I think I'm seeing everything. Let me know if you can hear me. Post it in the comments. Thank you guys for letting me know about that. So anyway, what we're talking about tonight, the first 30s of the season are I need to scratch out possible and put likely. This blast of cold air is going to be extremely impressive, really for any time of the year, let alone the early and the middle stages of November. We could break records. We're going to be in the ballpark. We'll take a look at some of those in just 1 second. Then we'll take a quick tropical look there to see if there's any shenanigans going on as the countdown to the end of the season is on and rapidly approaching. It cannot come soon enough. Okay, so I've been showing you this and I want to continue to update you on all this stuff here. So I love this graphic. This is the temperature anomaly. Where you see the blue, it's below normal temperatures. Where you see the orange, it's above. So through Sunday, the southeast corner of the United States, including Florida, is going to be above normal. Look at this blue turn to purple. That is a very, very cold air mass moving through central Florida, moving through the entire state of Florida. Look at that. That doesn't mean it's 23 below zero. That would be crazy. It would shatter like records by a lot. What this means is that we're talking air temperatures 20 to 25 degrees cooler than normal. Um, and it's going to be wild what this is gonna the difference in temperature over the next from Sunday to Tuesday. So that's the chill that settles in, and it kind of hangs on with us for a couple of days. There are the records. This is for the Central Florida area. 39 is the record in Orlando. Right now, we have forecast of 43. Daytona Beach, we're at 44. I don't think we get close to the record there. We're a little chilly in Daytona. Sanford, we're at 42. The record is 39. Ocala, we're at 36. The record is 34. So it is gonna be wild. State View. Hey Jennifer, good to see you. You asked me earlier about the forecast. There it is for Jacksonville. Um, just crazy. I mean, Tallahassee flirting with the freezing mark. Pensacola at 35, Jacksonville at 37, 41 in Orlando. This is the model forecast, but this is the blend of the models. So there's an opportunity for it to be even cooler than this. And he mentions feeling like Christmas on Veterans Day. Nail on the head on that one. Just insane. Miami 54. This is iguana falling from the trees weather. This is that cold. And again, it's rare that we get this cold in November. Typically, it's January that we get this kind of cold slicing through. In terms of what it's going to feel like when you add the wind, because it will be breezy. Look at that. Wind chill factor going to be a thing as far south as Fort Myers. It's going to feel like it's 30 in Jacksonville, in the upper 20s in Pensacola and Tallahassee. It's going to feel more like the mid 30s from Tampa to Orlando to Kissimmee to St. Cloud, Melbourne, more likely the 40s. So that is no doubt going to lead to some frost. Now, remember, I know this brings me to an opportunity. Whoa, just cut my head off there with the Champions Gate camera. This brings me to an opportunity to talk about the feels like temperature. And I know people always say, okay, you use feels like to make it seem either warmer or colder. There's scientific equation in the heat index and in the wind chill. And I know the other thing is people say, well, why don't you just use if the wind chill, if it feels like it's 35, why not just use that? Well, because when you're talking about the cold, especially, the wind chill only impacts humans. So that's why there's the difference between the actual air temperature because if the wind chill is 28, it's not going to freeze your pipes. It's not going to freeze water. The actual air temperature needs to get there. It's what we call an apparent temperature. We produce body heat, of course, humans, dogs, animals, cats. So what happens when it's windy, the body heat gets pushed away leaving you susceptible to the actual air temperature. So that is why there's a such thing as a wind chill. So that does not impact things like frost or freeze or anything like that. It's just how it feels on your skin. So that is why there's a wind chill and there's a heat index. It's crazy that we're talking about that in November. I would have to imagine that we're going to get some kind of wind chill advisories or cold weather advisories, as they call them now, from the National Weather Service at some point um, over the weekend for maybe Monday as far as Tuesday. So just some wild stuff coming our way in Central Florida. Alrighty, guys, I have to get my first break in. We're going to continue to talk about the chill, and we're going to have a little bit of, hey, Chessie System, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well tonight. Has been a while. Good to see you. We're going to talk much more about that. Oh, there's hit the button. That's what it's going to be on Wednesday, November 12th. We're going to get into more of that and then the tropical stuff coming up in just 3 minutes. I'll catch you guys soon. What's going on, guys? Meteorologist Jonathan Kegges back with you. We are coming at you live, by the way, as always, every Monday through Friday, 9:30 at night on News 6 Plus and on the News 6 YouTube page. We're talking about the chill tonight. We're going to get into a little bit of tropics talk as well a little bit later on in a few minutes. But obviously, the biggest thing that we are going to be dealing with in Central Florida is going to be this. And I put this together for Orlando here. This is the feels like forecast. Okay, so this is, and I just see that I spelled that I forgot the A in forecast up there. So I'm gonna add that real quick in real time. There we go. So now it's all good. So there's the feels like forecast for Sunday through Tuesday. With the humidity factored in on Sunday, we're talking the mid to upper 80s. It's going to be very warm this weekend. This is for Orlando, by the way. And then look at the tumble here through Monday. That cold front crosses on Monday. We're talking about high temperatures into the mid to upper 60s in the Orlando area on by Monday afternoon. And then the bottom falls out. Look at the difference. We are talking about a 50-degree drop in what it's going to feel like when you step out your door on Tuesday morning because of this cold front. From 87 degrees on Sunday to 37 degrees on Tuesday. The heat index and the wind chill. It is going to be wild. It is going to feel crazy, crazy different out there during the day on Tuesday and into Wednesday. It's just going to be, it's going to be nuts. As far as tomorrow goes, by the way, we are talking about temperatures back to the upper 70s and lower 80s. I do think we have more clouds around again that will help keep the temperatures back down, at least relative to where they should be, or right around average for sure. Yes, it will. He said, Jesse System says that will catch one's attention come Tuesday morning. If you haven't been paying attention to the weather and you step outside on Tuesday, yikes. So I hope everybody has the free News 6 weather app, or you hang out with us on a near nightly basis. All right, Fat Lady hasn't sung just yet, but we are getting pretty close. And when you have these mean fronts like what we had for Halloween and what we have coming, it's really, 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 really hard to get anything to develop that's going to impact the United States. 24 days to go officially. There is nothing brewing out there. No new development expected over the next 7 days. There's a couple of thunderstorms in the extreme Western Caribbean. Those pose no threat. Those don't pose a threat to any kind of development. One of the things that we have been kind of looking at here over the past couple of days have been the GFS ensembles, because that's what kind of got a few people in a tizzy the last couple of weeks, the last couple of days. And the ensembles, the GFS is still the only really thing showing anything down there in the Western Caribbean. And the guidance has backed off, as we said it would, and likely would do. It's going to continue to back off. So I'm not jazzed on anything down there. And then this just goes, I'm sure you're not going to see anything out there on the social media pages, because it is dropping and those people are not going to be held accountable, unfortunately. So they'll do it the next time as well. I'm not going to get in my rant. I'm going to say that for December 1st, the end of hurricane season. Real quick, we just check out the most accurate thing to look at this season, and that was the Google DeepMind. We're going to go all the way out in its forecast model cycle here, which is 312 hours. I mean, that is out there. Let me check. Boop, boop, boop. Oops. Hate when I do that. I hit the wrong spot on the map. Let me zoom that out. All right, it's not going to play ball with me. And it's not really showing anything. So again, that's the deal. So we're looking very, very nice on the tropical front. Anthony says, don't forget to wear your jacket if it's cold outside. I mean, seriously, take the weekend. Find the heavy. I mean, this is the this is your middle of the winter gear stuff. This isn't like what we had for Halloween. This is middle of the winter kind of cold that is blasting in Monday into Tuesday and staying with us Wednesday, and then gradually getting back out of it as we move through the day on Thursday. It's crazy. It is crazy. I'm a fan of tracking cold fronts. I would much rather be tracking cold fronts than hurricanes. No doubt about it. This is what I like, because this cold front's not going to hurt anybody. It's just going to be cold. It's going to be really, really cold throughout the day on Tuesday. Next Tuesday. The other thing I wanted to show you is it's crazy. What's happening here is um the dry air that's blasting in with this kind of cold. So I have the dew point temperature. This is the most important number when it comes to your comfort, other than the temperature. A lot of people confuse this with relative humidity. When you say the relative humidity is 100%, it's all of it's all about the dew point. In the middle of summer, for reference, in the state of Florida, we typically have dew point temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. That's that really tropical air mass. When you're in the mid 60s, like we're going to be on Sunday, it's humid. It's not oppressive. It's humid. You're going to feel the uptick in humidity come Sunday. But then watch what happens. The green starts to go away. Look at this. Look at all this brown coming through. This is crazy. We have dew point temperatures in the teens and 20s as far south as Lake Okeechobee. So, in addition to finding your winter coat, find the chapstick because this air is also going to be super, super dry. The wind is right out of the northwest, which is going to pump all that drier air right down to the Florida Peninsula. It's really hard for that to happen. Typically, the wind will go over the water and help to influence the temperature and the air mass at all. It's coming right down the Florida Peninsula from Alabama, from Georgia, right on down. And it is going to be oh so dry, in addition to being oh so cold Tuesday into Wednesday. It's going to be wild, guys. It's going to be crazy come Tuesday. Alrighty, I have to get my second break in. When we come back, we are taking some questions. If you have any questions, post those in the comments. We're back in just 3 minutes. Alrighty, guys, we are back. I'm glad that everybody loves the music. Thank you so much for being here on a Thursday night. Again, And tomorrow's show, of course, we are going to update the chill forecast and just talk about that again. We're going to fine tune some numbers for the weekend, as again, we could be in record territory on the high temperature side on Sunday and Saturday. And then we could be on the record territory on the low temperature side on Tuesday, and then again on Wednesday, and then maybe even for the afternoon on Tuesday as well, a record cool high. So I mean, what is coming in is significant, and that is something that we are going to be tracking closely. Again, it should be on the drier side when it passes through. We do have rain chances, slight rain chances, only 20%. Tomorrow, Saturday into Sunday as well. So we're going to update those rain chances as well. Latest model data trickling in as we speak. So if you're interested in that, if you're in the Central Florida area, we are going to have the latest on that coming up at News 6 at 10. That is going to be on News 6 Plus. If you're watching on News 6 Plus already, just keep it parked here. Why change that channel when you can just keep it in the easy chair and watch News 6 at 10? There's a lot to talk about, of course. So I'm sure we're going to have an update on the FAA situation that's going on. That could be wild over the next couple of days. And thankfully, the weather should be quiet to not add much insult to that big injury. If you're planning on flying, but just we'll have an update on that, of course. And I'm going to have an update with the latest model data to show you the time on all of that. Travel, good to see you, my man. What's the time over there? There's a slight chance for some rain in New Smyrna Beach. Not crazy, though. Have a great night over in Estonia. What, you're 6 hours ahead? Is it 3 a.m. there? We went back, so you're 6 out, 4 a.m. Is it almost 4 a.m. there in Estonia? Travel's a trooper. Getting up early to join the chat over there. Alrighty, guys, that about does it for the show tonight. Thank you a ton for tuning in. Again, we're going to have much more on the cool down coming through. And of course, as long as it's hurricane season, we're going to have that update on the tropics. I don't anticipate anything else. We're just going to do it because I know 8 hours. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's further. So it's 6 a.m., right? About to be 6 a.m. If I can do math, I need my third cup of coffee on the day to stay up. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much. We will catch you tomorrow night, 9:30. Great to see you. Jennifer, good to see you as always. Travel, be safe. My friend Melissa, good to see you. Anthony, welcome to the chat. I will catch you guys tomorrow at 9:30. Stay cool, and then eventually stay warm. See you tomorrow night.